Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. It's Lee from Magnetic North Magnet Fishing. Happy New Year everyone, it's 2024 and I'm here today with Gavin.
Morning everybody.
So he's saying Happy New Year as well. So we was going to do a bit of magnet fishing. We've checked the river levels. I haven't got my magnet. So basically we're not doing that, and we're still not 100%. So we're going to have a look at the water where the mudlark zone is, and we're going to potentially try and do a bit of a mudlark on the river down in Sheffield. So that's what we're going to do today. Hope everyone's well, and hopefully we'll find something to show you all on this first video of 2024. So we're doing a bit of mudlarking. Gavin's down here as well, and I've just come across this item. I don't know what they are. They're really unusual. I like to find and keep them. Just down here, just here, there's an old animal tooth, very dark in colour, so that's going to be quite early, quite possibly 1600s. And just down here, fragment of a ginger beer bottle. And as you can see, there's lots of glass and stuff all here. So I'm hopeful there'll be bits of pipe and things. Just down here, got this bone handle for something. It would have had a copper band on it. This piece, plastic, but there's bits of brass on that, so that will go back as well. Just down here, got a lovely piece of German stoneware with something on it there, a face. It's really nice. Again, that could be 1600s in date. Just down here, a bit of a Dun bottle, which is Duns of Attercliffe. That would have been a beer bottle. Gavin's just picked up a few bits. He's just got this lovely glass ink, some bottlenecks, one from an early stoneware porter here. He's got a bottleneck with a stopper. Oh, look at that, a golf ball. Just having a look along here, see what's here. There's bits and bobs everywhere. There is a lot of litter. Unfortunately, I can't recover that at this very moment. It's just a bit too soft, as you can see from there. But what we will do is we'll gather up what we can with the packs and that we've got on us, and just do the best we can. And just down here, I've just found there's a statue head there wearing a hat. There's lots of bits of pottery here, folks. Lots of unusual bits. Bits that can be used, and as you can see, there's bits in the water there as well. So I'm going to see if I can get that piece. just there. It's a can lid. And a piece of wire. I'll be with you in a minute. And then just down here we got a bit of a fishing pole and a piece of alloy. Just here we've got the rib of an animal. Oh, and just here, look, just here, there's a clay pipe, a bowl at least. Yeah, there we are. And it's got some writing on. Lewis, that's an interesting bit. So we've got another animal bone here, look, as well. That's another large rib. Bit of a pipe fragment, that's the heel where the pipe were. Another piece of old bone and a piece of pottery there. So we've got this very old piece here, which is actually very early driftwood. Yep, that's a piece of driftwood, but that will be used for carving of some sort. Pieces of coal. So Gavin's up there. You can see how high the river level is now, down to where we are, and it's a steady flow. And just down here, just here, there's another pipe stem. Now these pipe stems, for anybody new to watching, these are clay pipes that people would have smoked tobacco from, and it's a very, very important piece of social history. They always go with us. You just never know what's going to be anywhere at all. That's the joy of mudlarking. And just down here, just here, I've seen there's another pipe stem. Pipe bowl. There we go. It's a plain one. That's going to be 1890s in date. So I'm just going to have a steady look around, see what I can find. I've just seen another pipe bowl, pipe stem, so I'll go across to that in a second. Just there, and we'll just see it. Yep, confirm that's another pipe stem fragment. Now those pipe stems, I take those and they get made into jewellery, passed on to other people that make jewellery, things like that. So they're always worth picking up. People use them, so do like to find them. Just got another piece of early pottery. Right, so Gavin is back down he's seen an item from the top. It's down there, look. What is it, Gavin?
Oh,
It's a small ink pot.
a small ink pot, sadly, missing top of its lid.
Missing top, but it can still be used as a pen rest or something. We thought that might have been a ginger beer from the top. Never mind. Again, something that is not supposed to be there. Bit of a tin bath there. And just here, I've got this bit of brick with a hole in it. Goes all the way through with a bit of tile. So that would have been a roofing nail that went in there. And just here, got another clay pipe stem with its heel where the bowl would have been. And electrical fitting just there. So I'm just having a look what else is around here. Given that there's bits of pipes and things turning up. Got oyster shells, again can be reused for things. Floral pottery. Nice bit there. Blue and white pottery, Victorian. So back in this area, there's more bits of pottery. There's a lot of things that's washing out. You just got to really look. And just down here, yep, just there. Yep, you guessed it, another bit of clay pipe stem. And just down here, seen another piece just there. So it seems that this time there is quite a lot of clay pipe stem fragments. So I'm hopeful for full ones, but given all this rocky area, it just smashes them all up. Gavin's here. What you found?
Now this is the top half of a rose from a Victorian watering can. It's made of copper, so it wouldn't rust.
So what is Victorian for the folks that don't know?
About 1900.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And there we are, look.
Basically just turns water into a sprinkler for your plants.
Nice find, Gavin. Oh, and Gavin's got one, look. Fragment of a clay pipe.
Early little bowl.
So that could have been quite an early one. It's broken, I think, folks, but I can see, there we are, fragment of a Sheffield brick. Oh, look at that. He's got a 1912 bottle stopper. That's cool. Year of the Titanic. We've got a big lump of bone here. Nice. It's a shaving thing.
Yeah. If anybody wants that.
And just down here, look, there's another bit of clay pipe stem. Just down here, we've got the remnants of a bit of fossilised wood, and this is where a seed pod would have been. Prehistoric. Gavin, what you got, sir?
I
Right.
went horses They're on cobbled street.
Oh wow, yes, I've seen these before. Now what we've got here, folks, is back in the day you had a lot of police officers which would have horses, but this one has actually got a stamp on it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I think that's impressive. Turn it over to look at studs.
And I can see this is all copper studded. This is where the big horseshoe would have been. And there we are. That's a beautiful, beautiful find, Gavin. So
it should be that way up for good luck.
So we have got there a stamped 1860 to 1890s.
Yeah.
And basically this could have been used by a police officer when the horses were on cobbled streets, or it could have even been used by a farm horse coming into a town to quieten the noise down. These are very, very rare finds.
Yeah, it'll have to be advice taken on preserving it.
But yes, we will look into how to preserve that with leather and things. That's cool. Well done, Gavin. It just shows you have to keep your eyes open, because I'd walk straight over that Victorian leather piece with the horseshoe impression. And basically the horseshoe on that, folks, that would have actually been clipped on with straps, leather straps, and it just held it in place. And you never ever find them. They are very, very rare items, and Gavin's done well finding such an item. Clearly the water has preserved that, so I'm glad to see that. So Gavin's also got an opinion as well on the horseshoe leather protector. Let's hear what he says.
Sometimes those shoes like that were used in mines to prevent sparks on the horse's feet, so they also needed the proper horseshoe with, you know, going along where the tracks were and that, so it's basically an extra layer of protection to stop sparks in the mine.
And that would also prevent the horse from slipping on wet, slippery surfaces.
Sometimes they had a metal ridge along the bottom of them, or sometimes that was on horseshoes if it was outside. If you're going along the cobble sets, the metal bar would just go in between and the horse wouldn't slip if it was on a slope.
So there you are, folks. It could be used in mining, it could be used in streets to quieten the horseshoes down, and that would be used by the police and officials of the town, and it could even be used by farmers coming into urban areas. So they are quite an important piece of social history, and we're going to do what we can to preserve that, and we'll show you some photos at a later date. There's another piece of bone there. Again, these get used, remade into items. So we have got water coming in there. We are keeping an eye on that because we don't want to be cut off at all. Oh, and down there I've just seen a nice piece of pottery with a very early stamp on it. That's going to be taken for cleaning. As you can see, there's just so much stuff. It's getting your eye in there. It can be done. You can find things even as a beginner, but it does take a trained eye to really see what you're looking at on this foreshore.
You literally get a block.
Say again, Gavin.
You literally get a block when you're looking, that's so much.
So he said what it is your eyes kind of block out what things are, and you see so much it misses items. So we just got this filler cap here, Not sure what it's from. There's going to be stuff all out here in the water, but I'm not particularly going in there today. Gavin's already in wading, but that's not for me today. The water's cold. I don't fancy going into it. So, oh, excitement moment, folks. I've just seen this here, down here, Stigmaria fossil, and that's ancient tree root. That's a beautiful piece. So this is the other area, most of it still under flood, but we've got a tiny bit here on the edge. We can have a look at that, see what we can find. So we've got a bit of bakelite, part of a radio, again some bits of brass and copper there. Just there we've got a large clay pipe stem. Just there, that's a nice big piece. It looks like just down here. No, I thought that where it's just a stick, a twig. I mean, here we've got large pieces of tree root, and that is all polished down. Shows the power of the water there. And just having a look along the edge, can't see too much down there. So I'll come back onto this area up here. There is a piece here with some writing on. So that's a nice bit of ceramic that'll go with me as well. Now this area is quite dry, so I have already looked at this previously. It hasn't been flooded, not so much. There is waste, litter, things like that. But I just going to see what else there is first. I'm just hoping I've missed a few bits that I can pick up and go from there. So just down here there's a knife handle in bone. Bone knife handles in this town and city, they've been used from the 1300s, so they are hard to date, but they are still iconic items of the past. And down here you can see there's lots of pottery and things, and the water would normally retreat all the way back out there. It's a nice piece of pottery there. Two different sizes of clay pipe stem. You've got to have really good eyes to spot the clay pipe stems mixed amongst everything else. Just down here, the remains of a lid, just so in salt glazeware. Again, we've got very early animal bone there, and that gets reused as well. Just down here, there's somebody's old phone. It's too far gone, but it is what it is. It's still litter. And I've seen a bit of clay pipe stem in the water. Lots of bits of metal washing down.